Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, and in light of what's happened in the States with the Batman movie, which I'm yet to see, so hopefully when I go and see it, I haven't got to worry about getting gassed and shot. But the thing that I have the problem with, like, first of all, it's a horrific thing, yes, I agree, it's terrible. It happened in America a few days ago. If you don't know what happened, I'll leave a link to the story in the description. So when it was on 9MSN, I thought this will be a great time, so since they've released his name, I thought, oh well, it has to be true. So I put his name into Google and then I put the words video game, and without a shadow of a doubt, fucking all these articles come up. Oh, killer plays non-violent video games. Why is that fucking relevant? So this is the worst thing about the media, right? They try and grab anything they can to blame some form of media. There was an article on an Australian website last night that got taken down before anyone got the chance to read it that apparently blamed the movie. It's ridiculous. Maybe people just do fucking stupid things because they're fucking insane or crazy and have mental illness. You know? And a lot of Americans might get at me for this one, but look at the gun problems you guys have in the States. I'm not saying that that is a direct cause, but it certainly makes this shit a lot easier. I mean, when was the last time you saw something like this happen outside of the States? And of course you're going to point to that guy in Norway, I think it was, which is ridiculous because there's no death penalty or not like life imprisonment over there, so he can get out in 25 years. That makes no sense to me, but you know, it just makes it easier to get all this, like he had full tactical gear. How the hell do you get full tactical gear like masks and body armor? Jesus Christ. I think there's got to be a limit. Like, if I was the president of this, I mean, I know no American wants gun control because it's in the Constitution. I'm not going to talk about that. But there has to be a fucking limit. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, you enable them to do this shit. And a lot of the media is now going to blame the movie, and they're going to blame video games. If they go to they found Guitar Hero, and apparently they thought that would be a newsworthy article. Because why? Because people want to blame shit for everything. It's ridiculous. Maybe he was just crazy. Christ, maybe that's a good explanation. And you know, if you want to blame video games and movies, I mean, a great counterpoint to that is, well, if you don't have those two, you know, say you've got a guy who's insane and he just wants to kill people 24/7. If he boots up Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty or watches a movie like Taxi Driver, he can do that in a fantasy world, and then he doesn't have to go out. I know it's still horrible to do and to think, but at least that way the said person doesn't go out into the public and shoot actual people. But video games and movies train people for this shit. My ass. That is complete and utter crap, and there's no study at all. I'd love to see it, because let's face it, why is it there's only one side to that argument? Why is it always violent video games create violent people? Why don't games like FIFA or or NBA or Madden create great athletes? Why is it games like shit, let me think of some. I should have thought of this in advance. But why is it, look at God, I have got a lot of violent games. Let me find a non-violent game. Why do games like Spider-Man not want people to create mechanical web shooter things and go flying around New York? It's ridiculous. Why is there only one side to that argument? I mean, look at video games. I mean, video games help a lot of people. They're great at educating kids, as I'm sure you're all aware. They improve your hand-eye coordination. These are all proven. Google them if you don't believe me. It's just ridiculous that they'll try and blame fucking anything to sell a newspaper. It's absolutely bullshit. And the worst part is that people believe them. Look, I understand that you don't want kids to play violent video games, and I kind of touched on this in my previous videos. But at the end of the day, they're going to get their hands on it. You can't hold them back from it forever. So what you have to do is, like, this is key. And hopefully one day, if I ever have kids, I can show you a great example of this in the next 20 years. Don't say, no, you can't have that, because you know what? They're going to fucking want it, and they're going to go to their friend's house or someone else's house, and they're going to get it. Whether it's porn, whether it's violent video games, or whether it's violent movies or music, don't just say no. Say no, here's why. Because then they might understand, oh, I'm not old enough and I'll probably interpret that for something that it's not supposed to be, or just show them. You know, like, I was playing Grand Theft Auto when I was like 10 and 12, and look at me now. I haven't killed anyone, so it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I can understand the point, well, they can trigger someone. Of course they can. A smell can trigger someone into a violent rampage. Words can trigger people into a violent rampage. Movies, music can trigger. So why blame video games? It's just fucking retarded. It's stale, it's old. Please stop blaming video games for people shooting people, because it's just fucking retarded. Especially in this day and age, because everyone has an Xbox or a PlayStation or a PC capable. I mean, next we'll be hearing Killer Mum plays Farmville. Oh, then we're going to have to ban Farmville. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking stupid. Like I said, if you're that worried, educate your kids. Don't just say, no, you can't have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. No, you can't. You can't have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 because the government and the rating system says that it's not really for you, and you probably wouldn't understand the story or the themes, and you would just think that you're killing people for the fun of it, which you, well, in some games you kind of are, but that's irrelevant. You know what I mean. Explain to people why they can't have something. Don't just say you can't have it because they'll fucking want it. Shit. How hard is it? Unbelievable. So these newspapers, there needs to be a law. Fuck off. Because what they're doing is they're just false reporting bullshit so they can sell a newspaper or get an article up and increase their ad revenue. It's fucking ridiculous. It's dumb. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, leave your thoughts. I'm out. Au revoir.